Good day, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1. I'm Asu Chinedu Peters. I hope we're coming out well. This is Social Media Booze, where we talk about things that are trending. And there are top 3 issues that are trending since yesterday. Talk about Wike's confrontation with the Gen Z soldier, Naval officer. That's what is trending. We're going to know your opinion on the comment section. And also about a lady that complained or cried out to the public that her husband removed her from COS, so she's facing deportation. Then another one that is trending that we want to talk about today is the Tanzanian lady, TikToker, that danced what was termed by the government of Tanzania, by the dictator of the day. The lady dictator, actually, she's facing death sentence. We're going to look at all that and have your opinion on the comment section. And with me in this series for today is the beautiful queen, Bella. Bella, put on your mic and say hello to our viewers.
Hi, everybody.
All right, Bella, your voice is down. Is it because a TikToker is facing death sentence? Because
I'm hungry.
That is Nigeria for you. You have to be hungry and angry. Nigerians are not angry enough.
That's because I'm hungry.
All right, let us hit the ground running quickly. Let's begin with the video of Wike. I know many of you have seen that video. Just have a recap of that video. I'll be right back.
Stop this here. Stop this. How do I press him? How do I press him? This is not professional. It's not professional. You can't be pressing a military with this thing. It's okay.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took this hour. We will not allow going on chip on us. And then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop
and
that?
you get the
Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer. I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth. Put
Sir, I
yourself.
will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir, I'm a
I
professional
was in
officer.
school. You're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you
up.
keep quiet?
You can't
Get
shut
me a
me
big
up, sir.
food.
I'm not a
You are
fool.
a big fool.
I'm not a fool,
You
sir.
can shoot anybody like that.
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are a big
fool.
fool. Who are you?
I am not a fool, sir.
As for the time I
Sir, don't call me a
graduated,
fool.
you were in primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
Take for
You
which
can't
order?
call me a fool.
And this, you will see whether you will not be here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go
I'm
and
not a
open up your
fool.
mouth.
I'm an officer. I'm not a fool, sir. I'm an officer.
You will have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop here. Let me see you.
Regular officer, you want to come and complain?
We are going to get out.
I'm not even seeing what is recording. Hello, sir.
Director press.
Yeah, that is the video we all saw yesterday at is trended. Bella, if we're going to COS,
Yes.
so what do you have to make of it? Because this one na Gen Z matter. It be like say na the Gen Z go be the savior of Africa.
Yes, exactly. Because most times people are looking for a savior that is dressed in kaftan and is holy and probably open Bible or
Bring
something.
your mic closer to yourself so that we can hear your sopore.
And people are looking for the savior, sort of.
Okay.
But sometimes saviors don't actually wear dress in capes and long dresses. A savior can come from anybody. So initially, this somebody thought that he was untouchable in Nigeria. So somebody else now felt like, yeah, okay.
Make I chance you,
I
Kwan.
chance one, okay.
Honestly, Nigerian seems to be very happy about that because it concerned the person of Wike. Before now, we've seen a video in the past where Wike intimidated landowners, calling them fools and shutting them down. And he was the Jagaban of that day. Then today, the table don't turn. The hunter don't become the hunted. The get out don't get out. Get out, but you finally get out. That kind of thing.
Yes.
So it seems that's what made Nigerian people see the guy as a hero. But come to think of it in the right sense of it, Wike had come to take the position of Nigerians who are agitating. You can imagine where government is agitating.
It's actually funny.
Yes.
It's really funny because, the guy, Wike has a reputation of embarrassing people and intimidating people. So at this point, he felt that this guy is a boy. He called the guy when he spoke to the director on the phone. He spoke to the guy, said, one of your boys, and the army, in the army, people have a reputation. And that guy has a particular, for his courage and for his not being intimidated. That's why he was sent to that place, because they know that the guy is going to come. And they sent this guy because this guy...
They know the guy is capable.
First of all, his father is... The guy is not a nobody in the military. He's somebody because his dad is a brigadier general.
Retired or stay active?
He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
Before people start talking about he being retired, everybody is going to age at one point. So if somebody is somewhere saying because the man is retired, he doesn't have any say again. Somebody is retired and this person was in active service in defense in Nigeria. So you cannot just shove it up under the rug and say because the man is retired that he don't have any say. So probably something has been going on behind closed doors. And now this guy is sent to this particular job. Imagine yourself having a probably 200 million apartment and it's been demolished.
Well, we are going to come to that. Talking about the demolition in the first instance.
And they came for demolition.
Yes, now.
And the army was withstanding the demolition. That's why he came.
Now, Wike is not taking the position of ours. He has taken our seat. He's not wearing our shoe as an agitator.
One thing is sure. One thing is certain. Tables is going to always turn.
Now, the table where they turn now for this instance is that two wrongs cannot make a right.
Yeah.
For many years of impunity in Nigeria, governments and top government officials have continued to act outside the law, continue to do things knowing fully well that they are above the law and nothing can happen. People at that echelon, in that echelon of service, people that have hit the climax of their service and retired, some of them, and some of them stay active and actively involved in impunity. Just like many people are accusing Wike that all he's good at is to take people's land, revoke it, and give to his cronies, those who are in his good books, or those who are even his families, as they accuse it to allegedly mark it. Allegedly. Makada mama. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that, without jokes, is that Wike clamoring and shouting, above the law, above the law. Nobody can be above the government. He's trying to enforce rule of law. Nekwanu Wike enforce quasi rule of law. Nekwanu Wike want to bring in the principle of rule of law. You can imagine that. You can imagine that nonsense. Now, why is it so shocking for Nigerians not to believe that Wike is actually fighting for the rule of law to be in place?
That's where Nigerians are happy, because he was always not obeying the law. somebody that is not obeying the law, all of a sudden wanted the law to be obeyed.
Him. No, understood that Nigeria have government and the principles of rule of law must apply. Now, in this country, I keep saying it that what applies is law of the jungle, eat or get eaten. And the now that is what is happening there. And the young boy there is fighting knowing fully well that posterity will judge him. If he failed to fight for a retired general in the past, what about his own father? They will come for him one day. Because all of them are there for the same pool, my dear. The truth of the matter is I'm not accusing anyone for doing some kind of shenanigans on cutting corners. But as far as fish cannot deny being wet in the water, so as many Nigerian public servants, especially those that have served at that level.
He was using age and power to bring the guy down. That's where the whole thing started.
Which age?
He's calling the guy, the naval officer, a trained naval officer. You are a fool.
And he is calling the Oga fool, not the guy that is being called, because if you listen very well, they made a call, put a call to CDS. And hearing the man screaming and calling an officer a fool.
A lot of people don't know the person that was on the other end of the phone. The CDS is a chief of defense staff. And being on the phone, being a CDS and being on the phone and hearing somebody disrespecting the uniform.
And not just the uniform, the orders of a former chief of naval staff are the same level with him, knowing fully well that the table will turn, he go retire, and another person go call his own order fool, because it is the order of the guy. Because it is not the guy the guy has no business in it. He's only obeying order from a retired veteran. We call them veteran,
yes.
But should they even have such powers? Even after retirement.
The chief of defense staff is a 4 rank, and he has the highest ranking in the military. After the 4th is the 3rd. So the chief of army staff is the highest ranking in the military. Comes the viral admiral. So these people are the highest rank when it comes to.
We know that.
But him on the phone calling the guy a fool and you are mad. And the naval officer stood his ground and told him, "Sir, I am not a fool."
Well, I don't know how we're going to put it, but like I said, so that we can move into the next one.
He's really making rounds on the internet.
No, people are celebrating the young man because of his courage. Yes. His body, his body language. He was so composed.
In such a
his self-control was top notch. He showed high level of professionalism. Whereas your so-called former governor and the rod of rods of Abuja, Minister of FCT, was just shouting up and down even my dog did not shout like that too. My dog doesn't back the way Wike back to.
People were saying that like it was lion.
Anyways, that is it for that one. Let us quickly rush over to the next one, which is quite intriguing. A Nigerian wife based in the UK have come out to cry and ask for help and assistance from the public that his husband, the person she called her husband, have removed her from her COS. Listen to her. When we come back, we go follow judge this one.
I need your help. I need your help. I need your support. The person that I called my husband has been threatening me that he's going to take me out of his COS. And finally, he did it. I received a message from the Home Office saying that I only have 60 days to get other sponsorship or to leave the country. I need your help. I need your help. At this time, I just feel like my life is gradually going down because I never expected that one day something like this could happen to me. I never expected it. Guys, I need your help. I need your help. If you know anywhere where I can get a sponsorship, I'm ready to relocate. I need your help. I need your support. I need your help at this time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know where to start. I don't know. I don't know. I need your help. I need your help. Please, if you know where I can get a COS, please refer me. I'm willing to relocate. Please help me. Please help me. I don't have anybody. I don't have anybody. Please help me. If you know how you can support, how you can talk, where you can refer me to go get one, please help me. I only have 60 days. Or if not, I will have to go back to Nigeria, and I don't want to go back for now. I don't want. Please help me. Please help me.
That is it. You've seen the situation of this woman. She had cried out to the public. But one thing that struck me, the very first thing that struck me, before people start dragging the woman left and right, hold your guns for now. Let us deal with a general issue. Why is it that when it comes to deportation of Africans, particularly Nigerians in this case, when they are faced with deportation, they are like facing what is
sentence?
not just death sentence.
Hellfire.
No, they are firing squad to death.
Death sentence.
It's a death sentence and firing
for
squad.
somebody that lived in Nigeria.
So Nigeria is that hellfire.
Hold you right there. So for somebody that lived in Nigeria for quite some time and sold properties, most people that japa, they sell one thing or the other, or else your family is rich or wealthy. So thinking of coming back, and people have the notion that once you japa and come back, you must have something. You must, you must be weak.
You must have made it in life. In fact, for you to get visa is a breakthrough.
It's a breakthrough, from Nigeria, given. So this lady is shedding tears, but behind these tears is shame. The shame of it, the regret. Oh, you heard that's behind the tears. But the thing is, most times, some partners are mean to one another when it comes to divorce. When problem arising in a marriage, you see somebody calling the immigration on you, calling the police, especially the women. Now, we don't know the other end of the story. The guy, we've not heard from him. But she coming to the public to tell people, this guy has finally taken me out of the COS, so I don't know what to do. It's giving desperation.
No, for sure. She's desperate. She wants to, not to be deported back to Nigeria.
And obviously, she doesn't want to come back to Nigeria.
Of course, that's why she's asking for help. Whoever that will take her on sponsorship.
Yes.
You understand? Maybe another person's husband feel come marry him. But you're going to properly divorce. The man did not. She didn't say that the man had divorced her. She only said the man has taken her out of COS. So she doesn't want to come back to Nigeria. Anywhere outside Nigeria is okay for her because, of course, now anywhere outside hellfire.
But
it is true now. Am I not here to talk the truth undiluted? Oh, what my business? But now let us deal with the woman. I go down and the woman. Let's also push some of the things that she said. She said first, the person she called her husband. That means this person, they know they marry again. The marriage don't clash.
Yes.
Now, I want to bring out some other things that we are going to underline. From her statement, she said that the man had been threatening to remove her from COS. Now, finally, he has done that because he has received a message from the Home Office. Meaning that the man, there had been this quarrel, and the man has continued to, I'm going to remove you like a threat and all that. Now, put it side by side because some money ekwu iru na-ekwu azụ nke onye ala si ivo jema n'afa na n'iru na azụ ọmara ebe onye nzọpụta si abịa. We're going to look at it from our perspective. Now, as a woman, let us start with the woman because we're going to deal with the man in a special way. The woman did not tell the people what the problem was or had been because it's not something that's just started and the man removed it. So it has been a continuous thing and she continued whatever is the problem. You know, so for her to say that the man had been threatening to remove her, meaning that there had been a problem all this while and there had not been a solution to it. Could it be that the woman is the problem or the man had been the problem?
You know, the thing is, most times when it comes to marriage, the privileged person tends to threaten the the one who feel that is more inferior to inferior to. You know, for somebody to always, you have a problem with your partner, your own husband, and the person always tells you, I will remove you from this certificate of sponsorship. First of all, personally, is painful to hear it from a loved one and from somebody you are supposed to hold on high esteem and hold very dear to your heart. You know, we don't know what has been going on in their house for the man to always say. It could be the woman that is the problem. It could be out of, you know, some people will get angry and just say anything just for saying sake. And some people will get angry and cause themselves plenty harm. Now, imagine that these people have children. Imagine when you now take the person out of sponsorship because of one thing or the other. Now, this lady is online and now crying a river. You know. Secondly, some people that are coming out to cry when it comes to marriage issues are the ones that cause the harm. You know. So
you are insinuating that the woman is the cause. Okay.
You know. So even when they go, is the mother okunisi lose some people. You know. And another thing is, you know, some people is the mother okunisi. Another thing is, some people bring gun to a knife fight or knife to a gun fight. You're having small problem with somebody. You know, such thing that, you know, these people, home of, they know they smile. Those people, they don't send your papa. They bundle you out of the country in a snap. So you can imagine for the woman to come online and start, I beg, I need help. And you know, abroad, it's not in Nigeria that you go to somebody's house and say, okay, let me stay in your house for 2 weeks. People don't harbor people in their house because you don't know. You can harbor somebody, the person will turn to tiger. You can harbor some men even have history of bringing ladies from Nigeria and even guys from Nigeria. The person are wago.
Or lion.
You know, you call the police on you. We've heard stories of women throwing their husband out on the code. Somebody that is footing the bill in the house. So a lot is going on.
Honestly, you drew the line there, but I think that era will soon come to an end by 2026 because of the UK law. Any divorce means deportation. COS. Now after highlighting on the woman now that she could be the cause of the problem, whatever. Now let us turn to the men, because sometimes, you know, these men, when they knew that you are under their COS, some of these people, whether male or female, it can happen on any side. When they see that you are on their COS and you are just like you are at their mercy, so they will use that against you at any time.
Exactly. Because, you know,
so I'm not just talking about the male, because it can also happen to the female, where the woman and the male happens to be the principal and the woman the person under the COS certificate. Now this person now boom okay. But they foot to the bills most times. Now happens here why and or even some people will even suggest ka nwunye ha bụrụ the principal ka fọma bụ nwoke ma anyị ilu ọrụ na-alụzi ọrụ 247 wee na-efu to bills. You understand? But and that should strike a balance. That should ultimately strike a balance. But in a situation whereby you see a woman that, okay, who believe that with or without your husband, after all, what are you bringing as a man? Across the man made expenses, everything, and brought every one of them to abroad. And the man is now under the COS. I'm talking about the man being under the COS now. The woman will now say, oh, I want a lot of for herself. She can or cry or just like in other countries. They will just chase the man away, and that's the end of it. Okay? Now that has been the weapon women have been using against male. But nevertheless, men have seen men even outside COS, people who are citizens. They are not a kind of sponsorship, whatever, like students or international students and the rest of them. What's obtainable by international students? Now, people who are citizens will come to Nigeria, marry a novice or somebody that is naive, or just marry somebody and bring the person abroad. The person that you must abide by everything. Some of them will even tell you, if you even work, you have to submit your salary to him. You know, and all those things have been happening from the male folks. So we've seen people as now under this COS, meaning that they don't get stay. That is even the worst. You're only under this. If this person remove you from COS, you face deportation straight. Now they use that as against the person. And that is another side of it I am sensing because of the way this woman is crying. What if this woman had been contributing a lot? What if this woman had been supportive a lot? What if this man had been so insensitive to what this woman, the plight of this woman, and continue subjecting her into this trauma? So we're looking at it from our perspective that this woman may not even be the problem.
It's really painful to see couples part and couples have problems because it's not only affecting the person they feel in a way. It's also affecting the other partner because a lot is at stake. The children, the future. You might be angry now, or in the future, in 30 years, this person, you and this person have shared partners, have shared children. Probably you could be 35, you could be 40, and your bones are still strong. You will be weak at one point. Men always feel, okay, I can always get a wife, a young wife. Okay, if we go young wife, what is doing now? Like Ned Moko, if we go for a young wife, a young wife, because men feel that okay, you say at 70 you can still be doing your band.
As long as his stick is still working
with somebody that is 24.
Of course, as long as the stick is still knocking the band.
Somebody the 24.
Okay, now husband there, and of course.
Like it played out in everybody's eyes as somebody 24 say I'm not called the band. They don't get it. They don't get that you need each other. However way you are crying.
Anyway, continue.
You need each other. However way. Some people bring knife or gun to a small fight. Why do you have to be so
mean to your partner, somebody that you've shared a life with? You people have collaborated to bring lives into this earth. Now let us. It's part of the things that will help us, in our program when we start our family affairs, so as to build family orientation, so that because in our larger society, all this became a war between both gender. There was a war between both gender. The war, even them observe. And some people who are yet to find one is afraid to find one. Or this is calling up police,
And even the women too start saying, no, if something happen, I'm
out. No, up here in the window. You see, I don't know. More for this year, Nilo, up here, I don't know. That kind of thing. So there is a kind of beef between both genders, male and female, and it is not helping the next generation. It's not the kind of thing we grew up with. So healthy family defines a healthy society. And that is why it's important. We are balancing everything we do here to add value to the society. So we're not just saying things. We're not just creating content. We're not just talking about things that are happening. We're trying to add value that avoiding that kind of experience, give me everything and make your families to work And we will continue on that through our program. We'll be bringing you on this platform. So don't you miss it. No miss them. We've talked so much about bad governance, bad governance, bad governance. We realize that bad governance is necessitated by very wrong family orientation. Let us hit the last one very quickly. That one not going to take us time. The one of the Tanzanian that danced on the TikTok and got herself death sentence in the bracket. Let's have a look at that.
Rais Samia
ni watoe hofu kwamba hakutakuwa na nywinywi wala nywinywi wala nywinywi, hakutakuwa na nywinywi wala nywinywi.
Rais Samia
Nywinywi wala nywinywi.
That is it. That young lady you just saw dancing there, I heard that she's facing persecution in her country by the president, and you can tell us better about it. Your mic is off.
Sorry, guys. So this is a content creator in Tanzania. And this girl danced to a challenge, just like every other young content creator in Nigeria would jump to the bandwagon to dance to a challenge. So this challenge that the girl danced to is Nui. So the meaning of the egu is the music is that we are not a fool. We have had enough. And remember, prior to now, few weeks ago, Tanzanians
there was an uprising by the Gen Zs
about the bad government in their country. Now, and people did not want, just like we,
I am a kind of
So a TikTok this thing came up. So people are dancing. And in Tanzania, they don't have free access to media, just like Nigerians will make fun of things and make jokes, The government kind of like hammer in such a way that you'll be afraid. Even when the protest was going on, they were threatening to shut down the internet in such a way that the world cannot see it. So after the election, so people, this TikTok came and this girl danced to it. Now they are saying that she might face a death sentence. And already she and her friends have been arrested by the police, and they are in police custody and
facing prosecution.
Yes, and they were manhandling them. So in 2025, such things is still happening. 2025,
and that is another question. When a woman has power, she is a dictator. That woman, no, we believe. No, this is what has been happening. In fact. If armed robbers come to your house, you jam armed robbers on the road, and the leader of the gang is a woman. You know what it is? No, this one I said, you don't shout how. That is to say, God knows why he made it so. That men should be on top in terms of everything. Not only in the other room, but in other things. My dear, since someone you go in. Since women started staying on top, I couldn't hear too. I told you too much. But the bottom line is that this lady is facing death sentence, like we heard, and the world need to hear about her story because this thing got to stop. Where freedom of expression and voice is being shut down in Africa, at the time. The people are asking for the least good governance. That is it. And African leaders have vowed to remain perpetually in power against the will of the people. Now, people are no longer being led in Africa. People are now being dragged. So we don't have leaders in Africa. We have draggers. I think that is the better word. Because a leader is somebody that is going and people are willingly following you. That is a leader. Leading them to somewhere. But this one, The Africans are being dragged, so we don't have leaders. We have
You
draggers.
can imagine
Whether you like it or not.
facing a sentence
Just
for dancing on TikTok.
So it's a thing that is heartbreaking. People are trending it. If you find it, please keep trending it so that more of the people will speak out, so that these ladies or the girl in question will have justice. And that is where we're wrapping it up on today's social media booze.
This is what's trending.
That's what's trending for today. Thank you for watching. So far so good. Those of you who watched on our Facebook, on our Instagram, on our YouTube channels, both BVI channel 1 Plus and the main channel, we'll appreciate you and hope you always come back for more as we continue to enlighten the public through our advocacy for good governance. And that is the bottom line of everything we do here, including the family affairs that is coming very soon. I'm also Gerald Peters, and with me is still
Bella.
the beautiful one. She's still here, and we'll continue in our program to inform you better. And on this, I'm signing out. Bye-bye for now.